Welcome to today's topic. Today we are discussing very simple topics: stopping distance and relative velocity. What do you mean by stopping distance? Stopping distance means the distance traveled by a vehicle after the application of brakes. So when the brakes are applied, after the brakes are applied, the distance traveled by the vehicle before coming to rest. That's what we mean by stopping distance. Okay, so we can obtain an expression for stopping distance. Let ds be the stopping distance, and we can use the third equation of motion, v square equal to v0 square plus 2ax. Instead of x minus x0, we have written x. Here, when the car comes to rest, v becomes equal to 0. Okay, so stopping distance ds is equal to minus v0 square by 2a. That means stopping distance is directly proportional to square of initial velocity. So on doubling the initial velocity, the stopping distance will become 4 times the previous one. Okay, so it is directly proportional to, stopping distance is directly proportional to square of initial velocity. Now coming to the topic relative velocity. We have already mentioned in the beginning of this chapter that motion is relative. Motion relative means we can specify the state of rest or state of motion of a body only with respect to another body. That's what we mean by motion and the state of rest are relative. It's a common experience that when a vehicle starts its motion and when you look outside, you can feel, you experience that the objects, the surrounding objects, they are moving away from you in the backward direction. It's a common experience. Like that, if you are sitting in a bus and from the opposite side another bus comes, you may feel the speed of that vehicle which is coming from the opposite direction to be much more than you. All these feelings are due to this relative motion. So let's come to that point, that is relative motion. We consider two objects A and B moving with average velocity, that is uniform motion. They are in uniform motion and they have the velocities VA and VB in one dimension. Okay, now XA0 and XB0 are the positions of objects at a time t0, t equal to 0. So at a time t, the positions are given by XA of t and XB of t. We have the equation of motion, second equation, that is x minus x0 equal to v0 t plus half a t square. Here, since the objects are in uniform motion, a is equal to 0. So our expression becomes x minus x0 is equal to v0 t. Okay, a is equal to 0. So what is final position? X is equal to x0 plus v0 t. So using this equation only, we have written the equation of motion, that means equation of state of the two objects A and B in uniform motion. So using that equation, xa of t is equal to xa of 0 plus va into t, where xa and xb are the final positions of the two objects, xa0 and xb0 of the initial positions of the two objects, va and vb are the velocities, uniform velocities of the two objects. Okay, then after a time t, the displacement of the object A to object B. that means the separation between A and B is given by xb minus xa. That means xbt minus xat. Okay, so we have xb0. Just to subtract the two equations. So term by term, when you subtract xb0 minus xa0 plus vb minus va into t. Just subtract term by term. So left hand side is xbt minus xat. Right hand side becomes xb0 minus xa0 plus vb minus va into t. Okay, in this equation, first term, that means we have xb0 minus xa0. xb0 minus xa0, it is actually the initial separation between the two objects. Initially, what is their separation? That's what we mean by xb0 minus xa0. Now, vb minus va. vb minus va means velocity of second object with respect to first object, or velocity of B with respect to A. So this term is known as what? In relative velocity. So VB minus VA is the relative velocity of B with respect to A. VB minus VA is the relative velocity of B with respect to A. So relative velocity of B with respect to A, that is VBA, it is written as, or it is the same as VB minus VA. Similarly, relative velocity of A with respect to B, that is VAB, that will be VA minus VB. So both are different. Relative velocity of A with respect to B and relative velocity of B with respect to A, both are different. Only a difference in sign. That means we can write VBA will be equal to minus of VAB. Okay, so VBA will be equal to minus of VAB. So relative velocity of one object with respect to another object is given by VBA equal to VB minus VA. Now we will discuss some problems. A car A moving at 10 meter per second on a straight road is ahead of car B moving in the same direction at 6 meter per second. Find the velocity of A relative to B and vice versa. So in doing this type of problems, we have to follow a sign convention. If both the vehicles are in the same direction, both velocities we can take to be positive. But if one vehicle is moving in opposite direction, one of the directions we have to take negative. Okay, here both the cars are going in the same direction. So both VA and VB are positive. So velocity of A with respect to B is VAB equal to VA minus VB, that is 4 meter per second. So relative velocity positive means that the driver of car B sees the car A moving ahead of him at the rate of 4 meter per second. So that is the relative velocity of A with respect to B. So for B, A seems to have a velocity 4 meter per second. That is the meaning of relative velocity. Now, relative velocity of B with respect to A is VB minus VA, that is 6 minus 10, that is minus 4 meter per second. So that is for a person in car A. Car B appears to move back with a speed of 4 meter per second. Okay, because car A is going ahead. So when somebody sits in A and looks at B, B appears to have a speed 4 meter per second in the backward direction. That is the meaning of relative velocity. A jet airplane traveling at the speed of 500 km per hour ejects its products of combustion at the speed of 1500 km per hour relative to the jet plane. What is the speed of the latter with respect to an observer on the ground? That means you are asked to find the speed of the product of combustion with respect to an observer on the ground. And what is that 1500 kilometer per hour? That is the speed of products of combustion with respect to the jet plane. Okay. So in this problem, velocity of jet plane is Vj is equal to 500 kilometer per hour. Let's take the direction of motion of the jet plane as positive. So velocity of, what's given next is velocity of combustion products with respect to jet plane, that is VCJ. That VCJ is given as 1500 kilometer per hour. So of course, with respect to jet plane, this combustion products, they are moving in opposite direction. So VCJ is equal to minus 1500 kilometer per hour. Okay, these are the two things which are given. So velocity of jet plane with respect to ground, that is Vj, that is 500 kilometer per hour, and velocity of combustion products with respect to jet plane is minus 1500 kilometer per hour. Why that negative sign? Negative sign shows that the combustion products are moving in a direction opposite to the direction of jet plane. Okay. So what we need to find is Vc, that means velocity of combustion products with respect to not with respect to ground. That means from this second equation we can write Vc minus Vj is equal to minus 1500. Okay. So what will be Vc? It is that Vc we need to find. Vc is equal to minus 1500 plus Vj, minus 1500 plus Vj. So we have minus 1500 plus Vj is what? 500. So we have minus 1000 kilometer per hour. So this is the velocity of the combustion products with respect to what? With respect to an observer on the ground. So this equation very important. Okay. So that negative sign in the answer shows that with respect to the jet plane, the combustion products, they are moving in the opposite direction. That's what we mean by that negative sign. Now a question from the textbook. Two parallel rail tracks run north-south. Train A moves north with a speed of 54 km per hour and train B moves south with a speed of 90 km per hour. What is the velocity of B with respect to A? Velocity of ground with respect to B and velocity of a monkey running on the roof of the train A against its motion with the velocity 18 km per hour with respect to train A as observed by a man standing on the ground. So it's given two trains are running in that north-south direction in opposite direction. Okay, train A, it's moving towards north with a speed 54 km per hour and train B is moving south with a speed of 90 km per hour. Okay, so if we take the north direction as positive, towards the south we need to take as negative. Okay, so first of all, we will have VA is equal to 54 km per hour, that is converted to meter per second. You know how to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second. You have to multiply it with 5 by 18. That is relative, that means kilometer per hour. 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. So 54 into 5 by 18 is 15 meter per second and VB is equal to minus 90, that is minus 25. That why negative sign? Since train B is moving towards south. Okay, so towards north we took as positive and towards south we took as negative. Now relative velocity of B with respect to A, as per the equation we have VB minus VA, that is equal to minus 25 minus 15, that is minus 40 meter per second. That is, train B appears to move with a speed of 40 meter per second towards south direction for a person sitting in train A. So for a person sitting in train A, B appears to move south with a velocity of 40 meter per second. So relative velocity of ground with respect to B. So relative velocity of ground with respect to B means velocity of G with respect to B, VGB. So VGB is what? VG minus VB. VG is what? Velocity of ground is 0. So 0 minus VB. That's how we have 0 minus VB. So 0 minus 25, it becomes 25 meter per second. So it means that for a person in train B, ground appears to move towards north with a speed of 25 meter per second. Okay. Now for the third question, we have actually for a monkey's case. That means you are asked to find the velocity of a monkey running on the roof of the train A. So monkey is on the roof of train A and it is running against its motion. So train A is moving towards north. So monkey is moving towards south. In that direction it is moving, and its speed is 18 km per hour with respect to train A. So with respect to train A, the monkey's speed is 18 km per hour. And you are asked to find the velocity of monkey with respect to a person standing on the ground, or with respect to ground you are asked to find. Okay. So when we do So we are asked to find velocity of monkey with respect to ground. So that is equal to Vm minus Vg. You know Vg is 0. So we need to find only what? Vm. Now what we know is what? Vma. That means velocity of monkey with respect to the train A. That is minus 18 km per hour. Why it is minus? Because on the roof of train A, monkey is moving towards which direction? South direction. So we have minus 18 km per hour. Now converting it to meter per second, we have minus 5 meter per second. So just substituting only. So Vma is equal to Vm minus Va. So Vm is equal to, Vm will be equal to Vma plus Va. What is Vma? Vma is minus 18. That means minus 5 plus Va is 15. Va is 15. So we have 10 meter per second. 10 meter per second is the velocity of monkey with respect to the ground. Okay, so it means that the monkey is moving towards north with a speed of 10 meter per second. With respect to train A, it is moving towards south, but for a person standing on the ground, the monkey is moving towards north with a speed of 10 meter per second. A car moving along a straight highway with a speed of 126 km per hour is brought to a stop within a distance of 200 meters. What is the retardation of the car and how long does it take for the car to stop? So here it's given the speed, it is 126 km per hour. We have to convert it into meter per second, and that distance, stopping distance is 200 meter, and we are asked to find the retardation of the car. That means acceleration, and how long does it take for the car to stop, and what is the time taken by the car to stop. That's what we are asked to find. So we have what initial velocity given as u is equal to 126 kilometer per hour, it is 35 meter per second. And the stopping distance S is equal to 200 meter, and final velocity it is 0 because it is coming to rest. So we have, so that equation is the equation which you studied in 9th standard. You can use in that form also for solving problems and all, but while doing derivation, no, you use the form which we learned in 11th standard. Okay, so by substituting we will have A is equal to minus 35 square by 400. You will get it to be minus 3.06 meter per second square. So negative sign will be there because it is deceleration. Okay, the speed is decreasing. Now we are asked to find time taken by the car to stop. So we can use the first equation of motion, V is equal to U plus AT, or V equal to V0 plus AT. T is what we need to find. So 0 minus 35 by minus 3.06, you will get it to be 11.4 second. Now a similar problem. A car moving along a straight highway with a speed 72 km per hour is brought to stop within a distance of 100 meter. What is the retardation of the car and how long does it take for the car to stop? So it is initial velocity is 72 km per hour. So converting it into meter per second, we have 20 meter per second. And using the same equation, we will get acceleration to be minus 2 meter per second square and required time to be 10 seconds. Same equations we need to use.